I'm actually very happy because Bitcoin right now is doing what I wanted it to do. Let's have a look at what I thought Bitcoin was going to do, what I think Bitcoin is going to do in the next few days, and what my plan is when it comes to trading. First things first, okay, when I say we, I mean I, okay, because this is not financial advice. This is just basically me telling you what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, why I'm doing it. I decided to go short at around this top area, okay? I didn't catch it exactly at the very top, but I averaged out a trade. How did I do that? I went short around here and I went short around here. What does that mean? That means that my average price is in the middle part, okay? What was I expecting? Well, obviously, if I went short, I was waiting for the price to go down. Let me tell you exactly up until where. My plan right now is I'm holding my short position. As soon as we make it to this area, I'm going to sell that short position and then I'm going to go long. Now, how am I going to do this market reading in the most efficient, quick, and visual way so that you can understand it without me rambling and wasting your time? Well, I'm going to turn on our indicators, okay? You've got access to these for free. I say it in every single video, and I'll carry on saying it at least at the time of me making this video. You get them for free, okay? In the descriptions link, in the descriptions box, I mean, there's a little link that takes you to our Telegram. You send a message to our support team and tell them you want access to them, okay? So this looks really baffling, especially if you don't know who we are, what we do, and how we do it. I've done a little series of videos in which I tell you exactly every single thing about these indicators. Okay, so where, hello? Okay, it's glitching out, good. Where's my ideal entry point for Bitcoin? So I'm now going short here, fine, cool, sick. I've taken 50% of my profits and I have protected my trade to break-even price, okay, because I've already gotten quite a nice move down, although I am still waiting for a bit more of a push. So what am I going to do to know where my next level is? Fibonacci retracement from this whole push up. Okay, Fibonacci, and then there we go. What's interesting is that on my 0.5 level, I have got a 1 hourly fair value gap. On top of that, I have got all of these resistances, which once you break a resistance, it turns into a, yes, good job, turns into a support, okay? So this is going to be my first area, 60,800, 60,500 more or less is going to be where I'm going to fully close my short position. And potentially where I'm going to do the exact same thing I did here. I went short and then short again. So potentially I might go long and then long again. Why this second area? This second area looks a bit more interesting. Why? Because I've got a 4 hourly fair value gap, a 1 hourly order block, and it's the most relevant, most important level on the whole Fibonacci scale, on the whole Fibonacci numbers. It's the golden pocket, the 0.618 level. Okay. Additionally, I also really like to trace something called fixed range volume profile. Okay. Why? Because it's going to give me the range based off of volume of where the price has been transactioning on, like where the price has been trading on, basically. What we can see is that actually this white line right there, the one that I'm pointing at right now, is going to be the value area low. Okay, what does this mean? That it means that 70% of the price of the volume within Bitcoin in this range, which I have mapped out, okay, 70% of the volume is between this line and this line. This blue line is going to represent the highest point of transactional value, where the most amount of money has been in, and this is going to give me the top side and the bottom side of this range. Okay, they are two fairly important areas. Something that I really like is that the value area low, you can see this white line is exactly on my 4 hourly fair value gap, on my 1 hourly order block, and as well on my golden Fibonacci retracement. Okay, this area of 60,000 looks really good. Okay, additionally, if I go on the 4 hourly time frame and I turn on our indicators, our smart oscillator, I mean, we can see we've still got a bit of room for us to get a bit more of a drop, which would mean Bitcoin could get a bit more of a drop. This area I really like. Okay, usually when you lose the point of control, you go next to the value area low, and if we lost it on the top side, we will be going to the value area high. Okay, so purely based off the fixed range volume profile, right now we should be going to 60,000. Okay, now why am I saying the price could stop a bit before that? Well, because the 0.5 level is also relevant. It also matches with a really big resistance, which has now turned into a support, and we've also got a fair value gap, so it's not just an empty area. They both have really good points, which is why personally I'm feeling quite tempted into averaging out my trade. Okay, potentially first trade right there, second trade right there, and then that's it, with my stop loss outside of this fair value gap. We shouldn't, again I repeat, Bitcoin should not lose this 4 hourly fair value gap. If we do, if the price comes crashing down now, we don't react on the 0.618, we don't react on the value area low, we don't react on all of this shit there, then we could just be aiming for lower price targets. Okay, so very easy. Where's my stop loss gonna go? Below this fair value gap. Okay, that's that on Bitcoin. Let me just now delete this. I'm actually going to delete everything. It's getting a bit messy. And let's zoom in to the 15-minute time frame to show you, okay, what my mindset is when it comes to trading. Okay, I just want to show you how also using and not using our indicators, I just want to share a bit of knowledge with you that I think is quite relevant. So just hiding the indicators really quickly, I was speculating that we were in some sort of accumulation or distribution range. Okay, we broke this range down, which is great, which is why I was going on a short position, and now we are getting a retest. What am I paying really close attention to, right? We are inside a range which we broke. We're now getting a retest to that range. We should not go back into this range, okay? Because then this would just mean that this is just a fake out and we could just be potentially moving back up, okay? So what level do I pay really close attention to? Fibonacci retracement, okay, from this whole push down. And then I'm also going to turn on our indicators now. So what can I see? If you've watched the free course, which I've done in this YouTube channel, I've done a completely free course. You should know how, when, and why to trade a sideways range, as well as the exponential moving average lesson, which I did in that course. We're getting a retest now, exactly now, on the 15-minute exponential moving average. We're getting a retest as well on the 15-minute fair value gap, which was left there. We're testing the 0.5 level. As a last resort, I do not want to see the price go above my golden pocket. That's the last barrier, the last frontier I'm giving Bitcoin. If we lose this, if the price now goes up and consolidates above it, that's it. I'm not going to be looking for any short positions. I want to be out of the current short position in which I am in now. I'm probably going to be looking for higher targets. Okay, I am looking for higher targets anyways, because the daily time frame looks like we could get a bit more of a push up. Okay, but more on that later on. So this is what I'm looking at now. If I move up to the 1 hourly time frame, I can see something as well very interesting, which is that the 1 hourly exponential moving average is literally right there as well. So 1 hour exponential moving average, 15-minute exponential moving average, 15-minute fair value gap, and Fibonacci retracement, interesting areas. Okay, this is what I'm paying really close attention to. Okay, to see whether we could go down and hit the areas which I really want to be trading at, or if that's it, I want to be stopped out of my short position and then just potentially look for higher targets. Okay, if we do decide to go up now, that would be quite a big shame because Bitcoin would be doing it without me and I would get really sad. But that's basically it. This is the follow-up that I do for the price. Okay, this is what I'm looking at. This is what I'm thinking of. This is how I trade, basically. Okay, really quick look on the daily time frame. First off, disgusting divergence that we got given with our RSI, with our smart oscillator, was a really good one. We were making money flow divergences, lower lows on the price action, higher lows on the money flow, as well as higher lows on the RSI. Okay, so it was a double divergence. I'm personally thinking the price could give us a bit of a move down on the 4 hourly time frame, which is why I decided to go short, and then from there get a bit more of a push up, go above this level, test our smart trend, which is right there, and then test this daily fair value gap. Okay, grab some liquidity, and then from there get a really good place for us to go short, which I would be waiting for between 47 and 55k. Okay, we will cross that bridge when we get to it. I'll give you more detailed numbers when the time is there. Okay, until then, this is my plan. I'm in a short position now up until around this area. Around this area, I'm going to be looking for a long up until around this area, 68, 70k. Okay, again, I will give you more precise details when we cross that bridge, and then from around there I am going to look for a short position. Okay, that's basically my game plan. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm trading as. That's where I'm putting my money. Okay, so having said that, make sure you leave a like, make sure you also subscribe, and make sure you leave a really nice comment. If you've got nothing nice to say, keep it to yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.